Hello and happy Thursday. We're so excited to be kicking off your evening. I'm Alexia Intercheck and you're watching NewsWatch Ole Miss. Well, unfortunately, like most students here on campus, my co-anchor Maddie Grace is out sick tonight. So you're stuck with me this evening, so buckle up. We have a packed show for you. Starting off, we have a story on the importance of this year's election runoffs here in Oxford. And stick around for your weather update, so you know what's coming up for this Thanksgiving break. Well, the sun may be shining outside, but the weather is slowly dropping. Let's check in with weather anchor Seth Parento for a look at our current conditions. Seth?
Well, thank you, Alexia. It is definitely fall here in Oxford. We are looking at temperatures currently at around 50 degrees here in Oxford. And as we head into the evening, temperatures will be dipping severely. We're looking at temperatures near freezing tonight. Now, I know Thursdays are the new Fridays here in Oxford, but I think I'm just going to be staying inside tonight. But back to you in the studio. Hopefully we're keeping nice and warm, Alexia.
Thank you, Seth. Thankfully, it's nice and toasty in the studio here today. Although the presidential election was decided weeks ago, there are still 3 local races going on here in Oxford. Election Commissioner, Justice Court Judge, and Lafayette County School Board offices are all still up for grabs.
3 election races in Lafayette County are not quite decided yet. This means voters will be heading back to the polls on November 26th to decide the winners in severely close contested local races.
It's really important. The judges, this is the last judge that will be elected. So it's very important that people get out and vote for the judge. So just in case you got to go for the judge, you put that person in place.
The Justice Court Judge race, Deanna McClarty and Leigh Faulkner are advancing to the runoff with close results. For Election Commissioner, Faye Phillips won District 1, while Debbie Black and Tiffany Dabb will compete for the District 5 seat in the runoff. The Lafayette County School Board 3 race also remains undecided, with Shane Russell and Judah Thompson set to face off on November 26th. Lafayette County resident Frankie Little is taking this runoff very seriously because she has children living in Lafayette County.
I think politics are important. The Oxford School Board is wonderful. I haven't had any complaints with them, so I definitely agree that the elections for the school board is extremely important for them to keep the education up.
Got 2 people who's running for the school board. And if you have children within the Lafayette County School District, then you want to go cast your vote to make sure you get the proper person in to be over your children.
These 3 races are on November 26th, and for Lafayette County residents who don't know where to find information on voting, it's as simple as a phone call. Evan Simmons, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
2 people were rushed to the hospital this morning after a shooting that took place in a Memphis neighborhood. Memphis police responded to the shooting around 10 a.m. at Skylark Drive and Fields Road, where officers said 2 people were seriously injured. They were taken to Regional 1 Hospital in critical condition. Investigators said the suspects were men riding in a black sedan. If you have any information that could help police, please call Crime Stoppers at 901-428-CASH. And the Oxford Salvation Army Service Center has officially launched its annual Red Kettle campaign Tuesday by hosting a kickoff event on the steps of the West Oxford Loop store. Running from November 29th through December 23rd, volunteers will ring bells at Red Kettles stationed at Walmart, Kroger, and Cash Saver in Oxford, as well as Walgreens in Batesville. Store manager Bobette Walensky says that every cent donated stays within their service area, which includes Lafayette, Yalobusha, Marshall, and Panola counties. Lafayette County Supervisor and Board President Brett Larson joined the kickoff event and announced that county employees will join city employees on December 20th to ring the bell. The Salvation Army offers many resources for local residents, including assistance with utility bills and medications. And this year, the organization will provide senior citizens with gift cards to Cash Saver for groceries. Executive Director of Stronger Together Oxford, Marley Carpenter, says that they still need volunteers to fill their 400 available time slots. To sign up to volunteer, please visit www.strongertogetheroxford.com. This week, 2 musicians from right here in North Mississippi have won country music awards. On Tuesday, performing rights organization Broadcast Incorporated celebrated the songwriters and publishers behind 50 of the previous year's most performed country songs at its annual BMI Country Award shows. Chase McGill of Columbus tied with Zach Bryan for Songwriter of the Year, with each songwriter co-writing 6 of the most performed songs in country music. Brian was not in attendance, but McGill took the stage to thank his family and those who have been a part of his journey. In addition, guitarist Charlie Worsham of Grenada won Musician of the Year at the 2024 Country Music Association Awards held on Wednesday. Oxford has so much to love, which makes it so hard to say goodbye when it comes to this snow globe town. And for that reason, Oxford earned the nickname the Velvet Ditch. This is also conveniently the name of not now one, but two businesses here in town. Oxford is often referred to as the Velvet Ditch, a term from the 1950s that means a place that is easy to fall into and difficult to crawl out of. The Velvet Ditch is also the name of two new businesses in town. Leslie Vance started her coffee business, Velvet Ditch Coffee Roasters, 2 years ago and is looking forward to opening her brick-and-mortar location later this year.
I just think it's important to give people a place where they can feel at home, because we never want to lose that in Oxford. We never want to feel like this is a town and people are disconnected.
For Vance, the term Velvet Ditch is reminiscent of fond memories growing up and now raising her child here in Oxford.
I wanted my coffee to be as memorable for all the people drinking it here in Oxford, and for people that come visit our sweet town and then they leave and they take a bag home and then they keep ordering more and more coffee and they're like, I can't do without it. I need more Oxford in my house.
The Velvet Ditch is also a new bar, making its mark on the square.
It's definitely a sexy sports bar.
They put their own spin on what a Velvet Ditch means to them.
It's supposed to be a place that you feel comfortable, a place where it's easy to come into, have no issues, and also a place where you don't want to have to leave.
Although the Velvet Ditch Bar was founded after Velvet Ditch Coffee Roasters, they do share a very similar name, which has caused tension between the two businesses. The outcome is yet to be decided, but one thing is for sure. Both businesses are planning on staying here in the Velvet Ditch. For NewsWatch Ole Miss, I'm Alexi Anderchek. Well, when we come back, I'll be sitting down with Professor Webb Lewis, an IMC teacher here at Ole Miss. We'll be right back after the break.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
NewsWatch is a student-run newscast that goes live every week, Monday through Thursday at 5 o'clock.
NewsWatch is more than just a college team. It is an immersive learning experience. You learn certain skills that help you in your future journalism career.
RedWatch is just a cool experience because I want to do something in the sports world, so just to get the chance to do that on a platform like this, it's just a great opportunity.
We are the only live station in the Oxford-Lafayette area, with Tupelo being the closest. We cover all local news.
Gonna be a hot one out there for move-in weekend, Ole Miss. Good luck this year, Red.
You did it. You're home. I can't wait for you to discover the true meaning of Hotty Toddy. It's a cheer that connects us all to the red and blue. It's the moment that begins when you step on campus and continues long after you turn your tassel. I can't wait for you to discover your legacy and make the world a better place. Are you ready?
Today we're going to be highlighting a teacher who goes above and beyond, not only in his classroom but also here at Ole Miss. We're so excited to be talking to you. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Webb Lewis. I'm an adjunct instructor at the School of Journalism and New Media and serve as the Assistant Director of Marketing and Brand Strategy for the university.
And we're so excited to have you here today. So you were just named Teacher of the Year. Can you tell us how exciting that was?
It was really exciting, very, very unexpected. Being an adjunct instructor, I don't have the course load that your full-time professors have. So getting to be honored for the time I do spend in the classroom, it meant a lot to me.
That's amazing, and we're so excited for you. What have you found to be the biggest struggle teaching college students today?
I think it's keeping up with just the same as social media. It's keeping up with the trendy things, or teaching them the marketing space. You have to stay on top of all of the lingo and things like that, and finding ways and different ways, because it changes semester to semester, to keep the students engaged and interested in what you're saying, and trying to find a new way for them to learn, because they're constantly changing how they take in information, so we have to change how we kind of give it out.
That's amazing. And speaking of social media and keeping up with the trends, you run a lot of the social media pages here at Ole Miss. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's kind of the same thing. We lean heavily on students to help us build that content for our social media channels. They are the boots on the ground, so they know what other students are interested in. They're the most connected with prospective students that we're trying to engage with to show interest into the university. So while there are challenges with it, sometimes we spend a lot of time creating content that falls flat, and then sometimes on a whim we'll post something that goes viral. So it's very up and down, can be very rewarding and very frustrating, but it's something I've been doing for a while now, and I just really enjoy it.
That sounds so fun. Has there been a specific viral moment that you remember that's your favorite, perhaps?
Yeah, the particular post, I still to this day am not sure how. I got a message one night from our group, and this was a few years ago, and it said, "Webb, you've got to post this photo and say, until tomorrow," was the caption, I think. And the photo was some generic football photo that we had. It didn't make any sense to me at all, and I posted it, and woke up the next morning, and it was the most shared Instagram post we had ever put on the platform, because it was a trend that was very short-lived. It was only a trend that was something for like 6 hours. The students recognized that, got us to act on it. I had to trust them that they knew what they were doing, and it exploded. So those are just the little things. That's happened numerous times. Throughout my time doing this, they've had me act as an orientation dad in some of our Instagram Reel and TikTok videos. I have to trust them. Nobody wants the 40-year-old picking out the emojis or coming up with the trends that's supposed to engage with college students. So I usually just follow their lead.
I have to say, Orientation Dad has probably been my favorite social media post on the Ole Miss pages.
Yeah, that definitely getting out of your comfort zone to do something. They write that script. They tell me to have that, that Southern charm, talk, voice, whatever. But yeah, it did really, really well. It's kind of funny to see how those things work.
That is fantastic. So, with IMC students, so many of them are working to obtain that degree, hoping to go into a media marketing space, possibly an influencer space. What advice do you have for those students working to achieve that?
You can never stop learning, because the marketing space, much like social media, is constantly evolving. There are new platforms that pop up overnight, new trends, obviously. But also the way people receive information. So as much information as you can learn about different generations, different audiences, how they're taking in information, how they're interacting with content. So even when you get that entry-level job out of college, you've got to continue to educate yourself and learn as much as you can, because what you learn in college, while it's great for right now, it's gonna need to evolve over the next couple of years. So you can't ever stop learning, or else you'll get left behind.
Well, thank you so much. You've offered so much great advice to students, and we're so proud of you for being Teacher of the Year. Thank you so much again for coming.
Oh, thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Well, Seth, now I think it's time for a weather update.
Thank you, Alexia. If we take a look at tonight's conditions, we are going to be near freezing here in Oxford with a low of 33 degrees and mostly clear skies. I'll have more on that after the break.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us.
Ready!
That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy great feeling like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Because I love you. I want to be your only guy.
Because I love you, skip class with me. Let's stay in bed today.
Because I love you, I just want to be with you so freaking much. Because I love you.
I waited for you after Chem Lab.
You were walking with Mark?
Because I love you.
You shouldn't be hanging out with that dude.
You should know how dumb that makes me look. I don't care if she's your lab partner.
Why do you have texts from him?
Because I love you. This number, delete.
Because I love you. This Jason number,
delete.
And Ben,
delete.
Because I love you, I should smash your phone.
I'll let you give me your password instead. Because I love you.
I will check your texts every day.
You got lucky. Because I love you. Because I love you.
You think it's okay?
Because I love you. You understand.
Because I love you, you stop talking to your classmates. And you feel completely alone.
Because I love you. That's not love.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss with Stormwatch. I'm Seth Brento. Well, if we take a look at our current temperatures here in Oxford, we are seeing a temperature of 50 degrees with a decent wind of around 14 miles per hour. And if we take a look at our current temperatures across the region, as you can see, we are looking at temperatures consistent in the upper 40s to low 50s, with Corinth and Holly Springs having the regional low of 48 degrees and Tupelo having the regional high of 52 degrees. And as we head into tonight, as I said, we are looking at a temperature of 33 degrees. Ooh, can't get that right. With mostly clear skies and those winds staying consistent at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now that low temperature is actually attributed to those clear skies without those clouds holding in all that hot air. It's just escaping and leaving us with all that cold. And if we take a look at our radar, as you can see, we're mostly clear here in Oxford, but to any and all people traveling up north, they're looking at some potential rain. And as we head into tomorrow, we are looking at a temperature of around 52 degrees with sunny skies. Again, all those clouds escaping, leaving us with some cold air, and those winds picking up even more to around 10 to 20 miles per hour. And if we take a look at tomorrow's highs, as you can see, temperatures still going to be rather chilly for this time of year, with Corinth again having the regional low of 51 and Tupelo having the regional high of 54 degrees. As you can see, that temperature difference just between north and south can be very different. And if we take a look at our 5-day forecast, as you can see, our temperatures will be yo-yoing a little bit. As we head into the start of next week, temperatures will be slowly climbing for a high of 74 degrees on Monday, but immediately plummeting to only a high of 59 on Tuesday.
I did not know it was going to go back up to 74.
Yeah, no, Mother Nature said, okay, y'all give one day of warmth and then immediately freezing.
Yeah. Well,
she's not giving
we're
us
going to have our jackets on,
Yes, truly.
Absolutely.
Ooh, but great fashion for that. Oh, I'm excited.
So
exactly.
true.
I'm excited. Okay, but enough about the weather. Campbell, what do we got going on in the world of sports?
Well, coming up, Rebel football is on the road, heading to the Swamp to battle it out with Florida this weekend. And if you don't have anything to do tonight, I have a plan for you. Check back in after the break to see how you can start off your Thanksgiving break cheering on the Rebs.
The funny thing about Hannah is she never crawled. She skipped it entirely and went straight to walking and running. She was such an eager little girl. Guess she was always looking for the next amazing thing. I know that Hannah loved every one of you.
Are you looking for more in this world? Are you driven by purpose? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, the change makers. We are the Peace Corps. With volunteers in more than 60 countries, we join hands with communities, live together, work together, transform lives, and serve boldly. Together. Are you ready to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
Think buying fake products is harmless? Think again. Think fake cosmetics are tested and safe? Think again. Think that medicine you can buy off social media is high quality? Think again. Counterfeits are made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. Each year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products are sold in the U.S. I smell big crime. Think about it. If you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart. Buy smart. Go for real.
Welcome back. I'm Campbell Holmes with Sports Watch. Well, I'm sure everyone's been like me waiting forever for another Rebel football game day, and the day is coming up soon. The Rebs are going down south to the Swamp as they match up with the Florida Gators. Coming off an outstanding win against Georgia, quarterback Jackson Dart and Ole Miss hopes to add another win to the record and hopes to make it to the college football playoffs. Florida is coming off a win against LSU at home last week and is looking to keep the heat coming. Kickoff is bright and early at 11 a.m. and if you'll be at home for the break or just in Oxford, you can watch on ABC. And like I said earlier, if you do not have any plans for tonight before the break, you should head on over to the SJB Pavilion because Rebel Hoops is finally back at home and playing Oral Roberts. The last time these two teams met was back in 2016 when the Golden Eagles forced overtime, but the Rebs did end up taking out that win by 7 points. Ole Miss is coming in still undefeated with the help of Rebel offense, with players like Matthew Morrell and Jamin Brakefield. The game starts in a little less than 2 hours, so be sure to get ready and cheer on those Rebs. And keeping things on the court, the Ole Miss volleyball team has been hot recently, especially with the help of senior Julia Dyes. Sports reporter Mason Dashiell got to see the team in action and got to know Dyes a little more. Let's take a look.
The Ole Miss Rebels volleyball team is having a strong season with a 16-9 record, coming off of 2 great wins against SEC rivals Arkansas and Mississippi State. Outside hitter Julia Dyes is a fan favorite, and as a senior, she has led the Rebels both on and off the court.
I think the bond that our team has, we built that prior to our season. This has been months and months of us putting in the work of spending time together, getting to know each other, knowing what the other needs, whether it be outside the court, so then when we're on the court we can communicate even better.
Dyes talks about how faith has highly impacted her time here at Ole Miss, and others can see that as well.
I really enjoy going to the women's volleyball games. One of their standout players, Julia Dyes, she's just a light. I know her from Pine Lake, and some of her family is from my hometown. They're really just down to earth, good people. She brings a smile to everybody she meets. She's just a good godly girl.
Whether I have a practice or not, like my duty in life is just to serve people and love people, and so I have to accept that whatever goes on in here, it's not going to affect how I walk outside and treat someone, and how can I love them and just be or let them see Jesus through me.
Well, you can catch Julia Dyes and the rest of the team this Friday, November 22nd, as they take on the Missouri Tigers right here at the Gillum Center. Reporting live, this is Mason Dashiell for NewsWatch Ole Miss.
We're really excited about the game tomorrow. Please come out. We got free t-shirts, free pizza, and we're just really excited to be in our home crowd for the last time. So please come out and support us. Y'all have been so amazing this entire season, and we've loved all of your support. So yeah, go Rebs.
That's all I have for sports. Be sure to tune in tomorrow to our sports talk show, Rebel Watch, at 5 on YouTube. Back to you, Alexia, at the desk.
Thank you, Campbell. I'm sure we'll all be rooting on the Rebs this weekend at their away game in Florida. Well, coming up after the break, I'll have some pop culture news that could affect your weekend plans. I'll have more after the break.
Hate is loud.
It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Filling up something far more important than any feed. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday, with understanding, empathy, and compassion, leaving hate to become what it truly is, a whisper.
Hi, I'm Woodsy Owl. In order to try and stop pollution, we need more help. So, help Woodsy spread the word. Come on, never be a dirty bird. No matter where you go, you can let some people know to give a hoot, don't pollute. Never be a dirty bird. In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Well, the prestigious Country Music Awards were held Wednesday night at Nashville's Bridgestone Arena. The night was chock full of spectacular performances and record-breaking wins. Singer-songwriter Megan Moroney won the New Artist of the Year award. As Moroney took the stage to accept her statuette, she emotionally thanked her fans for being a large reason for her big win. Chris Stapleton also had a standout night, taking home Single of the Year award. With his win, Stapleton now holds the record for the most CMA awards in history. The country superstar claimed 3 awards last night, bringing his impressive total to a staggering 19 CMA wins. Well, in some other entertainment news, the anticipated Wicked movie comes out this Friday, but some theaters have already started screening. And I don't know about you guys, but I have been waiting for this one.
Well, it was this show day that we did all dress up as Wicked characters, so you best believe we will all be watching tomorrow.
So true.
Yes. The Wicked movie stars Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo and is based off the beloved Broadway musical.
Well, as much as I love Wicked, there are some other fan favorite movies premiering this Thanksgiving weekend that could break the box office.
Moana 2 and Gladiator 2 will also be airing this Thanksgiving break, and I can't wait to see how they do.
I am so excited for that.
Oh, me too. I'm seeing it on Saturday, so I'll let y'all know how it is.
Now, are we going with like Glicked or Gladiator?
I don't Gladiator.
It's like another Barbenheimer.
Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. I'll do the one with the Gladiator.
Gladiator, Glicked.
Glicked.
There we go.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but one of my favorite parts of Thanksgiving break, besides, of course, spending time with my family, is Black Friday shopping.
I couldn't agree more. Now, I love Thanksgiving meals, but let's talk about some Black Friday deals to look forward to this holiday break.
That's right. Deals have already started. Amazon Early Access is up right now and is running till November 29th. And you can find the lowest prices ever on some of your favorite products.
Other notable stores to look out for are Best Buy, Target, and Walmart. They're also expected to have some great deals and low prices. Well, that is all we have for tonight. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. I'm Alexia Anderchek with your latest news.
I'm Campbell Holmes with Sports Watch.
And with Storm Watch, I'm Seth Parento.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.